So that came in handy. So it's other, right, other, right, other, right, other, right, other, right. Okay, so we got that. That's the beat. Now I'm going to do it without. Okay, so what is that? What is that highlighting? Force, direction, speed. I would say it's definitely force. And that one, all of them would be even. I would say it's not. All of them are highlighted. Um, um, the force, the direction, and the speed. Okay. The only hard thing about that is is making up the energy. Okay, because you have to make the energy. And energy is comes from mixing the hydrogen X with the weight. Okay, and because I did it the first time, I did it the wrong way. I didn't even know what I was doing. I had to keep figuring out how to work this hydrogen X. But when you do it the wrong way, like I said, it kind of is not too good. Okay, and we already know how to go from one quadrant to the next. Okay, so what I did was figure out that it's actually jumping from one quadrant to the next. Okay, in a rhythm. So it's not fast, it's not slow, it's a rhythm. And I talked about fast, slow, and rhythm. And we also have shaking, vibration. Shaking, and then okay, slow shaking, okay? And then we have fast shaking, and anything other than that, another speed would be vibration. Okay, so we talked about that in the forms. So now we can move forward. We're almost finished with this one. Oh, thank God. Okay, so the next one, so we're still doing the beat. So now we have a combination of beats, and that one's finished. So then it goes, now we're going to work on the transition. This transition is here because it's like we have to go here, but we have to catch up. Sometimes, like I said, everything is not in sequence. We're trained to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4 and 5, 6. But in many times in my studies, sometimes 5 comes first, or sometimes 3 comes first. Okay? So in this dance, I noticed that it wasn't a glitch. It could have been a glitch, but I figured it out. Was the fact that it catches up to this. Let me see. Okay, and I didn't study this one too much, but I'm going to do it because we're going to perfect it. But I just needed this one to do the information first. So because we're finished with this one, and like I said, dun 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 dun. We're ending on this one, but we have to get up to do this, and we're not prepared to do that. Okay. So what we do is we catch up. Okay, and we lift this up. We lift this up, and then go like that. Okay, so we're on here, and the transition is called a catch up. Okay, not like catch up, but it's not just a term. Because I know sometimes we just use words. This one is actually the meaning, catch up, because you're here and you have to go like this. So in order to do this, when you finish that one thing, you have to go like something like this, 3, 4. So this one movement, we're here, okay? I have to get my body to get prepared to do this, okay? So that's in transitions, it's not in beats. And like I told you, there's a warp transition. This is pretty much, I would call it a catch up. Because you have to catch up in order to get here, okay? So I'm here, and then I'm gonna get my body ready to do this 2, 3, 4, okay? And then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it goes this way. And that's where we're gonna stop right there, okay? So the last thing now, how can we tie it into the beats? We're not going to tie the transition because transitions are totally different. There's so many different transitions because a transition is supposed to be hidden, okay? And it is hidden because it's a catch-up, okay? So now we're going to get into this, okay? Because we're here, we do our catch-up, and then we're here. So the beat is here. So the beat is a shift. So it would be it would be a between quadrant, okay, and then we go. That's a beat. It stops, and this one is good because it's so it has to stop, okay. But like I said, it is still dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, if your body's not conditioned. Because like if you make it the wrong way, and it's here again. I'm not just talking about here. I'm talking about this whole area, okay? So you want to be careful, and it might be good to put your hand here also, because you don't want to do it too much, okay? So it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And then 1, that's a beat, and this is a beat, okay? Now remember, it doesn't go straight up. It has to go through this part, and we're going to do the divisions. I forgot we have to do the divisions. It goes through this part and then converts. Okay, it definitely converts. So if you try and go straight from here and then up there, don't do it. It's a conditional. Once you get used to here, all of this in here, once you get used to all the beats and the powers, the way the energy works in here, then you'll be able to do it. But it's best also to use your hand. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Okay, so it stops. Even this is a beat, but it converts. Converts here. Okay, so let's just do that one time. This is a beat. And this is the same thing as like this, okay? Okay, but they go. And then regular walk, okay? So, and the most important thing about this beat is when you go like this, it's a pause. It's definitely, okay? Because you're converting the energy from here up here, okay? And you go 1, okay? Okay? And this one, okay? And it definitely is a different, it's a converting. Okay, so that's a beat, but also this is a beat. Okay, like I said, this is a beat, and this is a beat. It's the same amount of time. It starts here, and then it goes here. Like I can feel, once you condition, you can feel that this last one, but it has to do the same time. Because you have, if you look, I'm going to do it slow. At the same time. Okay, something like shooting a basket. Okay, so that's done. Now we're going to get into the divisions, okay? I made the divisions. This is going to be a long tape, but it's very important lesson. Okay, now I made the divisions. This is the retrosec. This right here, retrosec. Subcoordinate, remember subcoordinate down there? This, where it is moving right here, is a retrosec. I know I'm pronouncing it the wrong way. That's one thing in the beginning. I was saying something, I wanted to write it down, but I didn't write it down. Um, maybe I can ask someone. Okay, no, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so it's retrocé. I'm pronouncing it the wrong way, but it means ground floor in French. Next time I'll pronounce it the right way. I'll try and practice so I can pronounce it the right way. Retrocé, something like that. Retrocé means ground floor in in uh, in French. Okay. So then the next one is I came up with it because of that. Okay. I'm doing distinct. Now these terms are just so you can have a division in your mind. You don't have to remember anything, but you can. It kind of like helps you because you could say, "Oh, it's here." You don't even have to say retrocede. It's here, but you know it's called something. But if you it's good to know retrocede so that you can explain it to somebody else. So we call that the retrocede. The next one is here, half floor. Okay, half floor. So when you're going like this, when you get conditioned, you're going like this, and you go, where? What is happening down here in the half floor? What's happening in the half floor? So you can locate. Oh, this is happening. Okay, and then so we have half floor, and I got this half floor. I'm just saying how I came up with the terms from something Bean Malkovich. It was a movie, and they had this half floor, and I needed to come up with things that were like interesting so that I could use them and memorize them. So this is half floor. The next one is piso. Anything like in around here, it's a piso. Okay, and I got that from Spanish because a piso is like floor, each floor, those pisos. So I got this from piso. Okay, so around here is piso. Then the next one up here, which is very important, I use this as story. How we in America we call them stories. It's 40 stories. Okay, it's 3 stories. How high? How many floors on the floor? It's 4 stories. So I use this as a story. Okay, and this is story, and that's it. That lesson was something else. Anyway, we're going, so we're doing very well, and we covered a lot of material in this one, but it's precision 3. Thank you very much. I'm waiting for the next lesson, and I hope everybody's doing great and having a beautiful time. Thank you very much for following me. Thank you very much for viewing me, and all of these lessons come from helping others because I went through all of these things. Even when I took my break, it was a lot of hard work. And I'm just saying me, but I'm almost sure a lot of people who do these YouTubes, they work very, very hard to get them done. So I hope people appreciate them. Thank you very much, and hang in there.